Q BioMed is a biotechnology acceleration and development company. We're tremendously excited to be bringing you an update on a recent acquisition that we just announced. We acquired the branded version of a drug called Metastron from GE Healthcare yesterday. This is a really exciting development for our company. It gives us access to the branded version of the drug in 22 countries around the world. And of course, we're really pleased to be able to continue to bring this drug to all the patients that it services in those countries. Metastron is a really important drug for patients that are suffering from late-stage cancer pain, from metastatic disease, that's cancer that has spread to the bone. This is a really debilitating and excruciatingly painful condition to be bearing, and we're really pleased to be able to have partnered with GE on this transaction and taken on the acquisition of this very important product to all those patients around the world. For Q BioMed, this is really important because we didn't anticipate having access to this many markets this quickly in our development. So to have the ability to bring this drug into 22 different countries accelerates our ability to generate revenue, obviously on a global scale, and to give us the opportunity to grow our revenue stream quite quickly. It's going to take us several months to complete the transition in all of those different health authorities around the world, but we really do look forward to bringing this product to those jurisdictions, or maintaining the availability of this product in those jurisdictions for many, many years to come. I think it's really important for us to reiterate as well that we are so committed to this product. We really believe in its applicability in this cancer patient population, and we're committed to spending additional resources and marketing resources on building out the validity of this drug by doing additional clinical work and showing just how an old drug like this can really still have very significant relevance in today's opiate-based crisis management of pain. We really believe that this is a significantly important drug in the palliation of cancer patients. These patients are typically heavily dosed on opiates, and as I'm sure most of you are aware, the opiate crisis is sweeping not only North America but the rest of the world. We believe it's been overprescribed and overutilized, and even in this patient population where pain is so importantly treated, we think that this drug can be revitalized in terms of the use of this drug and the prescription of this drug. It's a very simple procedure. It's a single intravenous injection, and the injection can give palliation to these patients for up to 6 months, rather than being heavily dosed on opiates several times a day. So the quality of life difference in having a single injection and being heavily dosed on opiates is quite significant. And some of the stories we've heard from patients and clinicians over the last several months, as we've done our due diligence in this space, a lot of them call this a miracle drug in terms of the quality of life that they're enjoying post-treatment. And we've heard so many of stories from physicians and doctors of how this has made such a significant impact on those patients' lives. So we're really excited to be continuing this brand on a global basis, to be able to provide that kind of therapy to patients around the world that really need it. And for us as a company, this is a major milestone as we accelerate and springboard our revenue opportunities on really a global scale now that we hadn't anticipated being able to do so soon. We also have several other catalysts to look forward to going into the end of 2018 and into 2019. We have 3 other drugs in our pipeline, the first of which is one we called Q BM001. This is a drug for very young children on the autism spectrum that suffer from severe migraines and seizures that causes them to regress further into their autistic state and essentially lose the ability to communicate or speak for the rest of their lives. This is hugely debilitating for them and their parents and their caregivers, and a huge burden on the healthcare system as a whole as they go through their lives in assisted living and being fairly severely mentally retarded. So we're working on a drug called Q BM001 that we hope to be able to administer to these kids very young, that will ameliorate this condition and allow them to grow up somewhat verbal or able to speak and communicate with their parents. We're excited about the catalyst for this drug this year as we move this into an IND phase early in 2019 and initiate a single pivotal trial in the late part of July 2019, and in what we think will be a fairly short clinical process, maybe 18 months, be able to apply for a new drug application with the FDA and bring that product to market in a sorely needed space where these children just do not have any therapeutic alternatives available to them. So there's some significant catalysts coming up with Q BM001, filing the IND and starting that clinical trial in the mid part of 2019. So we look forward to that. We have a liver cancer drug that we think is also a very unique and interesting opportunity. This is a very novel therapeutic. There's only 1 or 2 liver cancer therapies available to patients right now. These are billion-dollar drugs on the market, but they aren't particularly effective. And our early data in our drug called Utricide B looks like it's 10 times more effective in the early studies that we've done than the current therapeutics that are available. We're just completing the synthesis of that molecule, and we'll be moving that into small animal testing early in 2019 and hoping to file an IND and do a proof of concept clinical trial in the latter part of 2019. So some significant milestones with Utricide B as well in the liver cancer space, and we really look forward to updating you as we bring that drug through some additional milestones. The last drug platform on our pipeline is a drug called MAN01. This is actually a platform technology that has several indications that we're building out of it, but the initial one is an open-angle glaucoma. This is a very significant opportunity for a biotech to be going after. There are 70 million patients around the world suffering from glaucoma, and no new drugs have really been commercialized in this space for over 20 years. So there's a massive demand for a new and effective therapeutic in this space. We've been working on this project for about 3 years now, and we're approaching the point where we've selected and narrowed down the molecules that we think will be most effective, and we'll be putting that into toxicology trials and filing an IND in 2019, and hopefully initiating that clinical program late in 2019 or early 2020. This is a massive multi-billion-dollar opportunity. There's been a tremendous amount of interest in the development work that we've done so far on this project, and we look forward to working with some larger pharmaceutical companies in 2019 as they look a lot closer at what we're doing and potentially looking at partnerships for that opportunity as well.